Hey y'all, so I am going to make a quick video on using a piece of software I maintain. The reason for the software is that there's some of you may have played on PokerNow.club, which is a really nice free to use poker site. It does yeah, a lot of nice features. Um, it's just maintained by one guy, so it's not perfect. It works, but it doesn't have like auto top up stuff like that. But one thing it does not have is a way to save your hands in a nice format. What you can do, there's this log, and you can download the full log, and you can download it somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and just save this in documents as PokerNow log, test.csv, and it downloads. Okay, but if we open this, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up a file explorer. If we go to documents and look at poker, so this is the file. Can I open this with Notepad? Nice. Okay, we see that it's kind of unlegible. And one thing that as you start digging in further is that not only is it hard to read because it's in a weird format, but it's also backwards. And more importantly, it can't be read by a software like Poker Tracker. So what we want to do, I have a piece of software that I didn't write originally, but I ported it over to Python, and I'm maintaining presently, and it translates this into PokerStars format. And I just want to walk you through how you can get this up and running, kind of like a bare minimum configuration for people that don't know. It doesn't have a super nice user interface. At some point, I might make it easier to just like point and click, but right now you do need to do some stuff from command line, but it's pretty simple. So I want to walk you through that. So it's written in Python, and that means you need to install Python. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to do that. It's very easy. Python is a programming language. It's one of the most popular programming languages in the world. Yeah, it's and it's totally safe. It's yeah, yeah. It's a well-known program. So type in Python 3 download into Google, and then the first link that comes up, download Python. You just want to click this download Python, this yellow button here. And I've already done that. And we have this Python 3.10.6 executable. And you can click that. I have already installed it. It's just an installer. It's just a wizard. It'll take you through step by step. It takes like 2 minutes. It's very quick. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to download the program that I am maintaining. It's called PN to PS, or PokerNowPy. Yeah, so this is on my GitHub. My GitHub is Bikushigian, Bkushigian, and it's PokerNowPy. So that's github.com/Bikushigian/PokerNowPy. And I'll put that link in the video. But this is it. This is my GitHub page. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see it a little bit better. So this is just a repository with all the code. It tracks version control, so when updates happen, yeah, they'll be up here. This is actually the program that you're going to care about. And you can see that it's just, it's just some computer code. It does some stuff. But what you want to do, this green code button, you want to go ahead and download it. And you want to download a zip. If you are familiar with GitHub and whatnot, you can just clone it. If you know how to do that, you can just run a git clone on my repo. And that's better for a multitude of reasons. But I'm going to go ahead and download this. I'm going to replace it. I already downloaded this. But yeah, so let's go ahead and navigate to, I guess I'll just open it. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, we're already in documents here. So we have PokerNowPy, and I've already extracted this. Let me go ahead and delete this, the extracted version. So we're going to go ahead and right click and extract all. And yeah, you can send it anywhere you want. I put it in documents because that's kind of a convenient spot. And this opens up a new folder. If you were to double click on this, you will see that this is the same exact stuff that's in my GitHub. We have that PN to PS. So what we want to do, we want to copy the full path that's like from the very root of your computer, C/users/whatever your name is, /documents/ blah, blah, blah. We want that full path. And the way to get that, you want to press Shift and then right click the file, PN to PS. And right here in the second partition here, halfway down, there's copy as path. Now, I'm just going to open up a notepad. Just to paste this in. And you see that this is just what's been copied to my clipboard. This is the full path to that PN to PS. Don't save. Yeah, so great. We have the path here. We can exit out of this if we want. We don't need any of those. Minimize this. I have more stuff open than I thought I did. Let's minimize everything. Okay, and I'm going to exit out of this because I want to show you, the next thing we want to use is PowerShell. And PowerShell is just a command line utility. It's already installed on Windows. Type in power, it should be one of the first things that come up. And this is, as I said, just a command line. So we want to run Python 3. So you see that it works. Don't actually write Python 3, but I just want to show that it's a thing that runs. So we want to run Python 3. Then I want to paste this this path in, and this is going to run the program that I wrote. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this, and it's going to complain. Oh, there's an error. The following arguments are required: hero name and file name. Well, let's go ahead. I probably closed this too early. I want to get back to documents because now I want to copy this PokerNow log. First, I want to see what my hero name was. So the hero name is just your name that you're using inside of this. So I was going by Benku here. So I need to remember that because this is just what tells the program who the hero is in the hand. Then I also want to do that same trick where I shift and right click and then copy as path because I want to pass this to the program as well. So I'm going to press up. This brings up the last thing I just ran. So rather than typing all of this out again, so Python 3, the first thing I want to do is run Benku. So this is the first argument to this program. So we're going to run this program. The first argument is Benku, and the second argument is this path to this PokerNow log test.csv. I want to go back here real quick. Notice that there's that this file exists, but there's not another file named PokerNow log test.txt. When I run this, this file pops up. And if we look at this with Notepad, you will see it's a much more legible version. We have whole cards. I have the Doyle Brunson. I fold. I never fold, but this time I folded. Yeah, so this is from our heads up match that I played earlier today. And this is the entire thing. This is about 133 hands, if I recall correctly. But yeah, this imports into Poker Tracker. You can just point Poker Tracker at it. There's a couple of more things that you can do here, though. For instance, since it was heads up, I want it to, be a heads up table. So I'm going to run seats. So this is an argument -- seats, and I'm going to say 2. Let's actually before I run that, I just want to look at yeah. So this is 10 max right now. So by default, it outputs as 10 max. I'm gonna Alt Tab back over, and now I'm gonna run this with seats 2, and let's look at this. I guess I probably have to close and then reopen this again. So I guess Notepad doesn't Yeah, so now we see that it's 2 max. So this is good for like, it's just easier if you're like trying to sort by table size. But maybe another thing too is like maybe you put a typo in your name or you wanted to, like Poker Tracker does aliasing and stuff like that, but I play in a game with a couple of different bens and that can get confusing. So sometimes I want to do a thing like um, I want to map names. So maybe I want to map Benku to Benku, right? Um, and the trick here is that this is just a space separated list of names. It should be an even length. The first one out of every pair. So like Benku will become Benku. You know, Adam will become Adam. And let's say you have uh, Adam West. Well, the problem is that this is going to be traded as 2 different names. So you can just do this open bracket, space, close bracket, close bracket. Um, so now this will map lowercase Adam West to uppercase Adam West. Obviously these aren't in the thing, but if they were. But let's go ahead and run this real quick. And let's go back and open this one more time. Now we can see my name is Benku instead of lowercase Benku. Great. So yeah, this outputs a new file, and you can just go ahead and import that into Poker Tracker. So hopefully this is relatively easy to follow. I know it wasn't the clearest exposition, but yeah, it's midnight and I've been thinking pretty hard all day. But yeah, let me know if there's any questions or if you run into any bugs or anything at all. Feel like helping to contribute. Yeah, would love to get some people using this, or yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching and hope the software works.